Hi, this is Rick Eymer, the sports editor at the Palo Alto Weekly, and we're here today with Taylor Gould. She's the #1 singles player at Menlo School, and this last week she came back from an injury to beat the #1 player from Sacred Heart Prep in what is probably one of the biggest tennis rivalries in the area. And then the team went south and played a few matches down in Southern California, and she won a couple matches down there against a very high competition. They're very good down there. And for that reason, she's our Athlete of the Week. And let's talk about first this Sacred Heart Prep, because obviously that was a big match. And, you know, just talk about that a little bit.
Well, we knew going into it that it would be a hard match, and we weren't exactly sure what their lineup was. So we definitely needed to get prepared for it. And I'd say ever since the summer, we've just been practicing really hard, and so I think that helped us a lot in the match. And obviously with Sarah not being there, it was a little easier of a win than we expected. We know next time it's not going to be that way. But I think the main thing for us was just trying really hard in practices, and especially leading up to it, just getting prepared and making sure all of our strokes were down. But yeah. Okay,
and Sarah, that's Sarah Choi. She's two-time CCS champion and a CCS runner-up last year, just to put that in perspective. And then you went down south, and then just talk about that kind of competition.
Well, going down south, it was definitely kind of an eye-opener because it wasn't really what we're used to here. First of all, the format was different, and second of all, the players were quite a bit better. I would say, especially in the doubles area, they're very deep with their team. And so I think that it was just a great experience to go down and play some harder competition, and also it was a great team bonding experience. So we had a lot of fun, and we went to the beach, and we just got really close as a team. And I think that will definitely help us later in the season.
You know, I would be doing a bad job if I didn't ask you about the streak. Now that comes up all the time. You guys have such a great streak. Do you think about that at all, or is it just kind of in the back of your heads?
Well, it's impossible not to think about, but we try to think of it in a different way than I think most people would think that we think about it. We don't really talk about it much, especially towards the freshmen who don't really know much about it, because that just puts like way too much pressure on us. And honestly, it's just a number. What we try to do is we try to just get better throughout the season and make sure that we play our best in practices and are always focused. And I think that I guess more of what we do is we don't really think about the streak, but we think about like our philosophy behind it and the process towards getting our team better. And I think that winning comes along with that, but we don't necessarily think our main goal isn't winning the streak. It's just being the best we can and always trying to get better and always trying to work hard and make sure that we're doing our best in both those aspects while staying true to ourselves and having great sportsmanship.
Yeah, and that streak is at 241 regular season league games that they've won. I think that last loss came in 1992, if I'm not mistaken. And again, like you said, it's part of the tradition. It's part of just wanting to do as best as you can. And then, what about over the summer? What do you do to keep in shape, I guess?
Well, over the summer we hold some practices just with the girls, and we definitely keep in contact. Like we sometimes do team sleepovers just to keep the team bonding experience going. And individually, we definitely motivate each other to get better. So for me, I went to a boarding camp over the summer for tennis, and that definitely helped me improve my game a lot and got me ready for the season. And I know that a lot of other people went to camps or just trained really hard every day. And I think that one thing that motivates us for doing that is to just get better for each other and for the team.
Right. And do you feel any added pressure or leadership things that you have to do as a #1 player?
Well, kind of like the streak. #1 is just a number, and being #1 doesn't win matches. The #1 doesn't win matches. It's the team effort. And I mean, the 1 point is just as much as the 3 doubles point. And I think that it's not necessarily being #1 that gives me pressure to be a leader. I think it's just being a junior and being one of the older people on the team, because I've been on the team for 2 years, and I've seen great captainship before me, and I've seen what great teammates look like, and so I just try to replicate that and then teach that to the younger kids, I guess, on the team. But yeah, I mean, being #1 is just the same as like playing on the team, and so I don't really think that defines it. I think it's more of just trying to be the best person I can for my teammates.
There you go. And obviously an Athlete of the Week effort is always a team effort because we only choose the team that wins, just so you'll know that. So, yeah, that's Taylor Gould. She's our Athlete of the Week this week, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you'd care to find out who's our Athlete of the Week next week, just click on that subscribe button down below or visit us at pasportsonline.com.